I think, and particularly let's look at the last 5 years. You've had 2 years of COVID. When Shivraj Singh Chauhan took office, COVID had just, a lockdown had been declared. So they had 2 very difficult years. You come out of those 2 very difficult years and you're virtually facing a fresh election. So I think all credit to Shivraj Singh Chauhan.
And Chhattisgarh is also settling. Chhattisgarh, which for a while seemed tight. Ladies and gentlemen, Chhattisgarh seems to be settling in favor of the Bharatiya Janata Party. Let me take you through the numbers for Chhattisgarh. In Chhattisgarh, the BJP now has 51 leads, the Congress has 36. Let me take you through what the seat share numbers in Chhattisgarh are looking like and what the new assembly in Chhattisgarh could look like. From a Congress wave in 2018, the BJP now coming back very strong. 36 seats up from the last time. If we look at some of the regions of Chhattisgarh and take you through how the party has done, it's often said the power map of Chhattisgarh really comes through Bastar, where the BJP is leading on 8, up 7 from the last time, the Congress only on 3. These were the seats where elections were held in the first phase. If I look only at the first phase, just for what it's worth, if I look only at the first phase of Chhattisgarh and show you the seat share in the first phase in Chhattisgarh, 11 wins, leads for the BJP, 8 for the Congress in Chhattisgarh. And if I look at the overall picture, if all these 638 seats are added up, the BJP 328, the Congress only 239, the BJP really hitting it out of the park in the semi-finals in a head-on-head fight against the Congress.
No, I think what you've got therefore is now a scenario where you've got 3 fault lines. One, old versus new electioneering. The BJP does new age electioneering. The Congress does old age electioneering.
In some places, they're also doing new age.
Where they're doing it, like they did in Telangana, they've been reasonably successful. You've got the BJP more willing to effect a generational change. The Congress less willing to effect a generational change. And in my view, you've got a clear north-south divide in this country. North of the Vindhyas, the BJP today is a real machine. You can call it a wave, you can use whatever terminology, it's a machine. South of the Vindhyas, I would say the Congress, on the other hand, is recovering some of its lost ground. So I think you've got to see this in the larger context. But remember, India has only 135 seats south of the Vindhyas. It has more than 200 seats north of the Vindhyas.
I'd just like to take one point you made about the generational change. My sense is we may be looking at a situation where the BJP gets 3 first-time chief ministers and builds a team for the 2030, for the 2030 milestone, rather than for now.
So who do you think could be?
I don't know. I don't have names.
But Mr. Malik,
just please call me Ashok. I don't think the BJP would want to repeat the mistake that the Congress made in 2018 when it went back in time for chief ministers rather than empowered Scindia and Rajesh and Sachin Pilot, which would have given it at least talking points for the Lok Sabha election.
But Alok, if you look at
this is the pilots India. Your point is very valid, but they did appoint, Bhupesh Baghel, relatively younger face,
and they did relatively
background, with no results. That's what I'm saying. This is a wave election.
This is not a wave.
This is a wave.
I don't think this is a wave, but Congress relies a lot on unforced errors. They feel like BJP will make a mistake and will somehow win, and the BJP rarely
No, but BJP doesn't make mistakes.
They don't make mistakes.
They're
usually.
trying.
Sometimes it can happen.
No, if you think of it as cricket, you really have to play much better than the BJP to win.
Yeah.
If you're counting on the BJP making mistakes, you'll find very few of them.
Preeti.
Yes,
Preeti.
I remember, where the Chambal area was in Gwalior, I spent an evening with the cadre of the Congress. And one thing they said really struck home on what even Jaiveer said, on how they treat their own. And it's interesting because what they pointed out was, agar Congress chahati, to wo ek Rajya Sabha seat, दिग्विजय सिंह के चाहते विवेक तनखा को नहीं अगर ज्योतिरादित्य सिंधिया को दे देती, आज हमको ये नहीं देखना पड़ता ग्वालियर में. So on that account, and even if you heard Mr. Ashwini Vaishnav there, Alok, he did say that it is under the leadership of Shivraj Singh Chauhan. You had Jyotiraditya Scindia, who I spoke to, the eve of election, and he said, I'm fighting this election under Shivraj.
The fact is, to create a pro-incumbency wave is what the BJP has learned. And that's a challenge.
That's not a joke.
You're in power and you're asking people to vote for you again. So I think
they cannot be a pro-incumbency wave. It's just performance.
Yeah, so
how can it be a pro-incumbency wave?
No, you're able to ensure that
if Shivraj Singh Chauhan gives 1,250 rupees to women, he clicks. If, the same thing Ashok Gehlot was doing or same thing Bhupesh Baghel was doing, a series of welfareism. It doesn't work.
No, because
But Shivraj has been doing it for 15
Mr. Ashok Gehlot woke up
Yeah,
6 months
Shivraj
ago.
has been doing it
for
for
2
15
years,
years.
Ashok Gehlot versus Sachin Pilot was the running
Yeah,
theme
you're
of
on TV,
Rajasthan.
you're seeing-
I mean, you can't
you're
wake up.
seeing,
I'll give you an
Can we
example.
go to Pooja Shali?
Yeah,
She's
sure.
at the residence of Shivraj Singh Chauhan in Bhopal. He has led the BJP in Madhya Pradesh to a historic victory. In governments ruled by the Congress, they're getting voted out after one term. To come back 4 times over is nothing less than a massive electoral performance. Pooja Shali is on the ground. Pooja, is Shivraj Singh Chauhan expecting to be Chief Minister once again?
Well, that's what here I can tell you maximum support for him is. And there are 2 reasons, Rahul, that people here are telling us in Bhopal. The reason for this thumping victory for the Bharatiya Janata Party. One, of course, Shivraj Singh Chauhan's welfare scheme on the ground, specifically for women and young girls. But 2, aggressive campaigning by the Bharatiya Janata Party, by Prime Minister Modi, by Home Minister Amit Shah till the last days, when Congress likely could have become slightly light in their campaigning. The BJP was in full-on mode till the last day. Let's talk and get a quick check, because I'm expecting the Chief Minister to likely address in some time. We are waiting for that confirmation now. I want to also add here quickly, Rahul. I spoke to Sadhana Singh Chauhan, the wife of Shivraj Singh Chauhan, who's of course now going to become who's now the wife of the Chief Minister, likely for the 5th time. And she told me why she cannot speak on camera, but the joy knows no bound today for the Sadhana Singh as well, because she's watched her husband constantly fight it out and fight even when he was wanting to come back, retain the government. That's the perspective around. Let's get a quick word from the supporters here. क्या आपको लगता है क्यों रीजन है कि शिवराज सिंह चौहान और भारतीय जनता पार्टी इतने मार्जिन से फिर वापस आ रही है?
देखिए, क्या लाडली बहना, आज तक के देश के इतिहास में किसी भी भाई ने अपनी सगी बहन को भी रक्षाबंधन पे 100 रुपए से लेकर के 1000 रुपए दिए होंगे, लेकिन शिवराज सिंह चौहान देश के ऐसे पहले व्यक्ति हैं जिनने 1250 रुपए हर लाडली बहना के खाते में डाले हैं।
More than the usual Rakhi gift that is given to women.
ये आगे भी 1250 तक नहीं रुकने वाले, ये 3000 तक जाएंगे। ये मामा का कहना है हमारे।
लाडली बहना की स्कीम है और भी कोई, आपको क्या लगता है, बताइए क्या रीजन?
लाडली बहना योजना चलाई, बहनों को पैसा दिलवावे और सारे निष्ठावान कार्यकर्ताओं का इसमें निरंतर सेवा दे करके ये इनको फतेह किया है।
ये चीज बताइए कि सिर्फ शिवराज सिंह चौहान का चेहरा है, अब बात अटकलें चल रही है, कोई और चेहरा भी आ सकता है। So now, Rahul, the support is for Mama Ji, who's also the brother, who's also, in many words, a father. He's become that figure, a figure who you can connect to as a local resident. Sir, आखिरी word.
युवाओं को जितना प्रभावित शिवराज जी ने किया है, क्योंकि स्वामी विवेकानंद जी कहते थे संगीनों के साए में असली आजादी।
Let's just go straight to our correspondent Piyush, who's with Ashwini Vaishnav at the moment. Also in Bhopal. Listen in.
क्या कारण
पूरा विश्वास था मध्य प्रदेश में डबल इंजन की सरकार, जन जन का विश्वास है, मोदी की गारंटी पर जन जन का विश्वास।
एक ही राज्य में, कई राज्यों में इस बार बीजेपी ने जो दावे किए थे वो पूरे होते हुए नजर आ रहे हैं।
बिल्कुल जोरदार। पूरे भारत में आज मोदी जी की गारंटी पर जन जन का विश्वास।
आपने एनडीए को बेहद ही करीब से देखा है, क्या वजह रही जो इतनी लेकर आ रही है?
मोदी जी की गारंटी पर जन जन का भरोसा।
क्या ना सिर्फ मध्य प्रदेश, राजस्थान और कई जगह पर खासतौर पे
मध्य प्रदेश में, छत्तीसगढ़ में, राजस्थान में, पूरे देश में आज मोदी जी की गारंटी पर भारत का भरोसा है, जन जन का भरोसा है, जन जन का विश्वास है कि इस देश को मोदी जी ही विकसित भारत में ले जा सकते हैं, विकसित भारत बना सकते हैं। इसी गारंटी का आज ये रिजल्ट है और आप देखिएगा मोदी जी जितनी पिछली बार लोकसभा में सीटें थी उससे भी अधिक सीटों से वापस आएंगे।
बाकी राज्यों में भी